I was able to connect with my niece's spirit through a connector candle in just under a few minutes. Here's how you can work with connector pieces in your work. Now, the first thing I want to acknowledge is the difference between a bridge and a connector. A bridge would be like using a pendulum, tarot cards, oracle decks. They act as a bridge between spirit and matter. But over time, they lose their crystalline frequency. In order to maintain them, it requires a lot of work. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about a connector piece. Let's use the example of music. Can we all agree that when we hear certain kinds of music, we feel connected to it, connected to the story, connected to the melody, connected to the energy? The right music can be used as a connector piece for something benevolent, and also, as we know with the music industry, something nefarious. So, on to my story. For my niece's birthday, she wanted a pink candle. Luckily, I use candles as a way through my inlets to be able to connect with my clients' energies. And so this morning I got to see her and I gave her pink candle. Just after we leave, I get a photo from my sister that says, look, she's sleeping with the candle. But of course she is. She knows that this is our connector piece. And so I go home, I'm in prep for my spiritual work, I have client work to do today. And I thought, I'll go say hello. Don't worry, I have consent. So of course, I'm in a full prep, a sovereign healer prep. I go in to connect with her energy, but instead of the way that I typically connect, I use the candle as the connector. So the candle acts as a connection piece between me and her energy. I go through the candle to connect with her vibration. Me and her spirit have a beautiful conversation, and then I leave through the connector of the candle back to my own energy. And of course, what a beautiful confirmation. This is what she says the moment she wakes up. So why is this beneficial? Well, because at some point in your growth as an energy healer, capacity becomes a big conversation. How do you continue to welcome in more clients, serve massive client cases without compromising your strength, right? Your mind, your body, your energy. How do you do it? Well, when it is natural for you, connector pieces end up being a massive way to be able to not lose accuracy, but definitely maximize efficiency. Some of my clients who are crystal lovers use crystals. Like I shared with earlier, benevolent music with the right frequencies also works so well. And then of course here in my example, candles, but not like one that you got at the Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? One that you know the hands that created it. And don't forget crystals, not the ones that you got like, so for some random shop that says #mystic on it, like good candles, good crystals, good music, good crystalline frequencies that have maintained their pure energy. Connector pieces might be the thing that changes the game for your capacity.